fish happens. I'm ready! Hit it, Gary! It's time to bring it around town because I'm getting my driver's license today. And then I'm hitting the open road. So long, Bikini Bottom. Hello, freedom. But first, the driving test. The bad news, I failed Mrs. Puff's boarding school exam for the 43rd time this year. Or was it the 53rd time? The good news, I hit the brakes before we crashed into a wall. The bad news, Mrs. Puff came down with a bad case of inflated nerves, not to mention sailor mouth. Barnacles! Tartar sauce! The good news, she fit into the ambulance and got to ride around really fast with the siren on. Whee! The bad news, I had to resort to Plan B. The good news, Plan B was a whole lot better than Plan BB. I was ready to go on my very first road trip with my very best friend Patrick. It doesn't get any better than that. The bad news, we ran into a little bike trouble along the way. I could have sworn these tires used to touch the ground. Faster, faster! The good news, Patrick remembered that he has a driver's license. And he even remembered how to drive. The bad news, we got lost in a bad neighborhood and drove around in circles for hours. The good news, we found Atlantis. The bad news, we couldn't find the boardwalk, the diving board show, the showboat casino, or the Miss Albacore pageant. Excuse me, sir? Sir? Hello? The good news, we got back in the boat and kept driving. The bad news, we got lost again and only had a map of Greater Bikini Bottom in the glove compartment. The good news, we stumbled upon the fish out of water park. Said he would love it here. The bad news, we couldn't get in. But the good news, we were having a great time just driving around. We listened to tunes, ate sandwiches, and made passing tugboats honk. The bad news, we wound up in a ghost town. I wonder if this is where the Flying Dutchman grew up. The good news, we found Las Vegas after chowing down at an all-you-can-eat buffet. Patrick and I took in the midnight show. That Squidarians is amazing. Then we played the slot machine for hours. The bad news, we ran out of money and gas. The good news, a nice man towed us home. He even sang Jailhouse Rock House and Hound Dogfish for us. The bad news, oh miss the open road, oh miss the adventures, the wind whistling through my pores, the endless blue ocean with all of its possibilities stretching out as far as the eye can see. The good news, it's great to be home. Aw, Gare Bear, I miss you too. The end.